You're about to walk into one of the best years of your life. See it, believe it, affirm it, and be it.
Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Roxy and I'm so happy to have you here. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you everything that you need to know on how to do a mid-year reset and plan and prep for Q3. I know, how can it be 6 months already? I can't believe it, but we're at the 6-month mark and that is the most insane thing ever. I actually did a plan and prep with me for Q2 video that I will have linked in because it has some really good ideas and inspiration, so you can go ahead and check that out. But in today's video, we'll be focusing on Q3, which is from July to September. We have new goals, new routines, big dreams, and then life happens. It happens to all of us. Work piles up, motivation fades, and in June, we're wondering how on earth did we get so off track. You are not behind, you are not late, you are right on time for the next chapter of your life. And that is where the mid-year reset comes in and planning and prepping for Q3. A mid-year reset is a chance to pause, reflect, and realign your life with your intentions. Think of it like a personal audit, but of course it is not as rigid as a real-life audit. It is softer and more compassionate because we're practicing being kinder to ourselves. You need to get back on track, refresh your routines, and feel like your best self again. You do not need to wait till January 1st. I feel like if right now is literally a fresh start, you can reset your routines, find motivation and inspiration again, and reevaluate your life for the next 6 months. This is like a perfect fresh start, a clean slate, if you will, and we'll be getting into a lot more details shortly. In the next 6 months, you are going to realign. You're going to ask yourself if the life that you're living aligns with the life that you want to be creating, with the life that you want to be living. A mid-year reset is not about overhauling your life. It is not about shame or failure or struggling to catch up. Think of it as a pause, as a gentle check-in. You're meeting yourself where you are and then choosing your next step more intentionally. You are going to realign, refocus, and reset your life with intention. If the last 6 months felt like a whirlwind and your goals and intentions are collecting dust, like we mentioned, you are not alone. There's nothing to be ashamed of. So many of us face this exact problem right now. But again, like we said, this is a gentle check-in. It's a pause so that we can realign ourselves. I feel like if mid-year is ideal. Why? Because you practically got to see what was working and what may not have been working the best for the last 6 months. And once you figure that out, there's still half the year left. You still have 6 months to pivot. And this video will take you through 6 areas of your life that you can refresh. I love this little example. Think of your life as a road trip in January. You started on January 1st. You have a destination in mind, but you took some detours, you took some wrong turns maybe, and now you're a little bit lost. You're a little bit all over the place. A mid-year reset is when you pull over, you clean up your back seat, you check your map again, you probably refill your snacks, and then you keep going. That is basically what we're going to be doing now. A mid-year reset is so important because it prevents burnouts with misaligned goals, and sometimes we find ourselves chasing goals that no longer align with who we are or who we want to be, and we keep going because we don't want to feel like we've wasted time. But continuing in the wrong direction wastes more of our energy, and a reset lets you say, you know what, this mattered then, this mattered 6 months ago, but it doesn't matter anymore, and that's okay. A mid-year reset gives you permission to release what no longer aligns with you. Life moves so fast sometimes that we forget to ask ourselves, is this working? Do I feel good in this routine? Am I enjoying myself or just checking boxes? This reset brings back focus, and not just to your goals, but how you want to feel every day. A mid-year reset reconnects you to yourself and not just your to-do list. Sometimes we're so busy chasing productivity, all of these lists that we create, and we just compare where we're at versus where everyone else is. A reset brings you back to what makes you happy, what you want your days to feel like. It reminds you that your worth is not tied to your productivity, your to-do list, or your output. A mid-year reset encourages intention, not pressure. There is a big difference between I have to do more versus I want to live a life more aligned with the things that matter to me. You need to reset your life and move with purpose versus putting all of that pressure on yourself, so that the next 6 months of your life actually support the version of yourself that you're becoming. So now that we got into what is a mid-year reset and why it is so important, let's dive into the 6 areas of your life that will help you to reset and plan and prep for Q3. The first step, the most important step that you absolutely cannot miss, is to reflect and reassess. You need to realign with what matters to you, and the only way that you can do it is by looking back at the goals and intentions that you have created for this year. And if you have not created any goals or you have no intentions, do not worry your pretty little head, because I have an entire video of 30 goals and intentions that you can set. So many ideas that you can have for this year, and I will have that video linked down below so that you can go ahead and check it out if you need some inspiration and ideas for your own goals. This is the most important step, I feel like, and a lot of people skip it. It is about pausing long enough to notice what is actually going on before you start planning or tidying or changing things. You need to understand where you are and how you feel about it. This gives direction to your reset instead of just winging it. So the first thing that I would absolutely do is set the scene. I would make this cozy, light a candle, grab a really nice prebiotic soda or a matcha or something like that, and play soft music in the background. Really set the scene. Next up, you're gonna grab your journal and you're gonna answer these questions. What am I proud of this year so far? What felt heavy, hard, or unsustainable? What drained me and made me feel stuck, unmotivated, and what gave me energy? You need to reevaluate your goals. Like we said, you need to drag out your vision board. And I actually do have an entire video on how you can create a vision board for the year. So you can go ahead and check that out as well. It is not too late, you've got this. And you need to look at your vision board, look at your goals and intentions that you probably wrote down in your journal or on your notes app, on your phone, wherever. And you need to ask yourself, are they still relevant? What goals and intentions have you outgrown? Which goals still at this point in time light you up? What do you still care about? What are you chasing that no longer fits you? And what do you feel that you want more of? If you'd like, you can take this time to refresh your vision board, maybe add or remove some pictures, or even create a Q3 bucket list. This is going to be so important because this again is your roadmap for the next 6 months. You are going to put the items on this that aligns with the life that you're currently trying to live and the person that you want to become. Next up, you want to refresh your routines. You do not need to rebuild your entire life, but you need to rebuild your daily habits. This is important because our routines shape our experience. They either support or sabotage our goals. A small reset can literally make your day flow more intentionally. So first up, as always, we need to reflect. We need to audit our current routines. What on earth is going on in the morning? What is happening on evenings when we get home from work? What is happening at night? You literally need to make a time log starting at the time that you wake up. So maybe it's like 6 a.m. straight until the time that you go to sleep. You need to take a day and log exactly where your time is going hour by hour. What is going on? What are you doing? Are you doom scrolling too much? You might find that you're doom scrolling for like an hour and a half when you could have been working on the puzzle that you want to build, reading a new book, planning your meals, maybe getting in a workout. Something may be going on with your routine and you would never know unless you actually account for the time and where it's going. What does your typical day look like? What feels rushed? Do you scroll or find yourself procrastinating throughout the day? What is missing in your life that you feel like if you might need more of? You need to also think about updating your morning and night routine. Maybe in the morning you could add in a 5-minute stretch to wake you up. You have time to sip on your warm lemon water. You have time to journal or read a few pages of that self-help inspiration book that has been on your shelf for months. Maybe you can spend 10 minutes outdoors grounding yourself. Maybe at midday you want to start having a 10-minute reset where you just get away from all the tech, your phone, your computer screen, and you go outside for a little bit, or you talk to your co-workers or you talk to a friend for a few minutes and just kind of reset your mindset. Maybe on evenings is when you come home after work and you want to get in your workout, or you want to get in your 10K steps by going outside or walking on your walking pad. You want to take a nice hot shower, prep your dinner, read a good book, focus on a hobby, do your skincare, put on your foot cream, and even have a digital detox. Maybe it's time that you consider having a bedtime routine or a ritual where you wind down with soft lighting and really nice calm music as you get ready for bed. What it is in your routine right now that you need to change, that you need to reassess, that you need to add or remove to. Now is the perfect time to think about it. You can also play with the idea with themed days. So you can have something like Motivation Monday where you have your planner and you plan your goals and intentions for the week. Or maybe it's Mindful Monday where you probably meditate even if it's once a week and you spend like 15 minutes meditating and practice being mindful. Something else you can do is Tidy Tuesdays where you take like one area of your home, one section of your home, and tidy it up, declutter, do whatever you need to do. You can have Wellness Wednesday, which is where you go for your walk outside and then you treat yourself by having a really nice smoothie or something like that. Or you could have Self-Care self-care Sunday, which is a favorite of mine, where you wash your hair, take an everything shower, you eat something really nice and cozy and just cuddle up and relax on this day. Think about how you can theme your days to make it more exciting and give you something to look forward to. Next up, this is something that we might not want to do, and that is declutter. This refers not only to your physical space, but your digital as well as your mind. You need to clear these things in order to create room. Your outer world can reflect what's going on in your inner world, and a lot of times your environment may affect your energy. If your place is messy, if it's not aesthetically pleasing to you, if it does not make you feel good, you can have like issues such as not being able to sleep, you feel drained, unmotivated. Your mood is always affected. If it's messy and chaotic, it's hard to focus and feel inspired. You feel stuck and you don't want to do anything. So first up, let's talk about a physical reset. Just clean one surface. Look around your home right now and just choose one surface to clean. It can be your kitchen counter, your bedside table, your bathroom vanity. Something else you can do is just choose a drawer, like one drawer in your kitchen cabinets, in your actual desk, in your chest of drawers. Just take one drawer every week or something like that. You can do a gentle purge of items. So for instance, think about getting rid of 5 things every day for 5 days. Next up, you can tackle your drop zone. So this is areas of your home that tend to build up clutter all the time. And for instance, I'm sure we all have that one chair or that couch that we just throw things on and it just builds up and piles up. Maybe that is something we need to tackle right now. Maybe it's our entryway. You come in, you just throw everything all over. That needs a little reset right now, a little TLC. Or it could be our purses, you guys. Oh my goodness. A lot of times our purses are literally a dumping ground to wrappers and old paper, receipts that we don't need, old makeup, empty bottles, like whatever the case may be. This is a very popular drop zone that we need to declutter. Maybe it's your main handbag, or you even want to go further and go into all of your little purses and see what is up. Next up is a digital detox and reset. You can maybe go through your phone and transfer things to an external hard drive or terabyte to clear storage from your phone. You can also go in and go through your screenshots and delete any duplicate pictures or anything like that that is just taking up space on your phone, any old files or any unused apps that are just, again, sitting there. You can organize your desktop of your laptop, maybe change up the wallpaper a little bit, and you can also go through your following list and unfollow people that no longer aligns with the life that you're currently wanting to live, or people who just drain you of your energy, or you just don't feel good when you stumble upon their pages. It's just not worth it. You need to be inspired. Like, social media can be really toxic, but it can also be really inspiring. You can find people to follow who uplifts you and make you feel inspired and motivated. And something else you can do is maybe unsubscribe from all of that email and junk and clutter that is coming into your inbox. Next up, you can create beauty in small ways. Think about adding those fresh flowers in a pretty little vase in your home. Maybe it's a new scent diffuser or wallflower plug-in that makes your home smell so good. Maybe it is a new pillow that you can add to your couch. I feel like if I need to add some stuff to this couch, add like seasonal cushion to make it look really nice. You can rearrange a corner or move around your furniture of your home to feel like if your space is new without spending any money because you're just rearranging. Or you can even create a cozy corner where you have like a chair, and I've actually added a piece of furniture that I'm absolutely obsessed with. It is this boucle type of couch. Oh my goodness, I've been looking for this forever, and it literally is the coziest little couch for reading or journaling. And I've been really loving to make a hot cup of tea and cozy up and read a good book. That has been something that I've been really loving doing. Step number 4 is to reconnect and realign with your body and your energy. You absolutely cannot reset if you're running on fumes, if you feel so low of motivation, if you feel stuck, if you feel like if you can't just move on or move forward. Your physical and mental wellness literally supports every other aspect of your life. Your energy, your clarity, your confidence. Without these things, you can't do anything, and you won't want to anyway. Keep in mind, this is not about weight. This is how you actually feel in your body. Do you feel tired, sluggish, foggy? A reset can literally cure all of those and get you back on the right track. First up, you can build a gentle wellness plan. We're going to start off slowly. I mentioned before in other videos the 2-minute rule. I will have them linked down below so you can go ahead and check it out. But you can start off slowly and gently, 2 minutes, and then you can build yourself up to a routine that you love. I love the idea of doing a 7-day reset. So every morning you're gonna wake up and have your warm lemon water on an empty stomach to rehydrate you and to flush your body. While you're sipping on that, you can take some time to breathe. Next up, you wanna eat nourishing meals every day. Focus on high fiber, healthy fats, protein, colorful vegetables, smoothies, rainbow salads, all of those really nice things. It's just 7 days, you guys, to reset yourself. You can do this. You can do 15 minutes even of slow, mindful movement. Think low intensity on a mat. Think Pilates, think bar, think gentle stretching. And what you can do is add support to those things. So maybe chia water is such a big thing right now. I've never personally tried it, but I've seen so many people having the chia water. Maybe it is kombucha or kefir. Maybe it's apple cider vinegar gummies, fresh tea made with peppermint from your garden, anything like that. Think slow, gentle reset for the next 7 days. As we mentioned before, we need to audit. So we need to track where our energy is going. What gives you energy and what depletes your energy. I actually have an entire video about creating a dopamine menu, what it is and how you can do one for yourself. So I'll also have that link down below. And I know I have many things linked down below, but there are so many resources from my channel that I absolutely love sharing with you guys. So when you ask yourself this question about your energy and what may drain you, it can be people, circumstances and situations, tasks that you might have to do that just feel boring and mundane, or doom scrolling, you guys. Doom scrolling absolutely drains the F out of you. It literally makes you feel like garbage after, and sometimes I fall into that trap and I'm just like, ew, what is that? I give myself the ick. And I quickly just put away my phone, put it in the next room and grab a book or something, or grab my coloring book and do something else in my life. You need to also prioritize high quality rest. You see this where you're going to sleep all hours of the night and you don't have a consistent time that you're going to sleep or waking up. It's going to affect your circadian rhythm and you're not going to get a proper night's rest, and that is going to make you feel slow and sluggish and tired in the morning and not motivated to do anything or go anywhere. So what you can do is minimize blue light at night, light from your screens, light from your laptops. You can literally put on softer lighting. I have lamps all over my home, so at night I don't have on harsh lights. I have on very soft, calm lighting that makes my space feel really nice and cozy. You want to also make sure that your room is cool. If you don't have an AC, you can have a fan. And if you have struggle falling asleep, you can put on white noise. You can get a white noise machine, or sometimes I literally have rain playing on YouTube before I go to sleep. Maybe you could even do a little meditation that will calm your brain and gently put you into a deep, relaxing sleep. Whatever works for you, boo. You do you. Really think about curating a bedtime routine that makes you look forward to winding down at night. At night, something else you can do is use your gratitude journal and write down 3 things that you are grateful for, 3 things that went amazing, 3 things that you are just so happy that happened throughout the day, and that is going to help you focus on the good things instead of thinking about all of the things that may not have necessarily gone your way. Next up is to reset your finances as well as your daily habits. I love looking at it this way. How you spend your time and your money reflects what you value, and resetting your habits and your finances can bring you more peace and long-term joy. Don't forget that daily habits are where real change happens in our life. Even our routines, all of these things are based on our daily habits. We literally are a sum of our daily habits and what we do every day. So when it comes to your financial reset, you can review your last 3 months of spending, or even your last month of spending. Highlight what was worth it, what was worth spending on, and what was not worth it. A big purchase for me was the chair, but I absolutely love it. I've been waiting for something like this for so long, so this is definitely worth it. Something that might not have been worth it. Maybe I bought out food too much when I could have done something right at home, and it just didn't make me feel good in my body after, and I know I could have done better. There might also have been some emotional spending and splurges that we didn't think through, and we just don't feel our best about it. That is something that we need to work on. Emotional spending that gives us that short-lived burst of dopamine. And something else that builds up a lot of times that you don't even realize is subscriptions that you don't even use that are automatically charged every month. You can go through this and see what is up. Next up, you can set 1 to 2 money intentions for the next 6 months. Maybe you can save up X amount of money for something that you want to buy, or a place that you want to go, or a trip that you want to take. And you want to make sure and remind yourself to only buy with intention. Think about it before you go buy it and try to reduce that emotional spending. Another intention that you can have is maybe cutting down on how much food you're buying out every week and only have the weekends to indulge and treat yourself like that. And during the week, we focus on those nourishing, wholesome meals that we talked about. Something else you can do is try a no spend challenge. So you can start off with 7 days and move up to a no spend month. So it's basically where you don't buy on frivolous items. You only spend money on the necessities that might be like groceries or toiletries, stuff like that. But you don't just go out there spending randomly and buying things that you don't need. You could also try a savings challenge, and I have been loving this one where you can save up $1,000 by putting in $40. So I break it down with two 20s and I save it 25 times to give me the 1,000. It makes saving so much fun, honestly. And now let's talk about our daily habits. You can start off by picking 2 habits to focus on every single day. Maybe it's the warm lemon water that we spoke about. Maybe it's getting in your 10K steps. Maybe it's making your bed, or maybe planning and prepping your meals. Having specific days to do your laundry so it's not a big pile that makes you feel very overwhelmed looking at. Or maybe a favorite of mine is doing a 10-minute tidy before I go to sleep. So when I wake up, my home feels good and in return, I feel good. You can use visual cues. Maybe it's like sticky notes that remind you to do things, or maybe you have a habit tracker. Whatever the case is, whatever visual cues you need to track your progress and make you feel inspired. And last up is the best for last, which is my favorite one, and that is to create things that you look forward to. We have the next 6 months. We have July to December. We have Q3, if you want to break it down like that. We have so many months to look forward to new things. When you think about it like that, you have so much time. You have so many months to look forward to do new things. When you light up and you have that spark, you're more creative, you're more energetic, you just feel more resilient overall. You feel more inspired to do things. And a lot of times this is actually the missing piece of your reset. We're so focused on the productivity and the to-do list. None of these things are wrong, but you also need to have things that you look forward to. One thing that you can do is create a seasonal bucket list. You literally have summer, fall and winter to look forward to. Create a bucket list for each season, or even create a bucket list for Q3. So think about light, happy things: going on a picnic, a sunset walk, go to the museum, buy yourself fresh flowers, start a scrapbook, create a mood board for Q3 or for summer, a mood board for fall and winter. Maybe even do a photo a day challenge. That might be fun, and you could even use all of those pictures and make a little scrapbook after. I have been loving junk journaling, and doing this video reminds me that I really just set aside my time to catch up on it, because so many months have passed and I've done so many things that I have not junk journaled. Next up is to actively and intentionally plan one thing every week to look forward to, or at least one thing every month to look forward to. Make that reservation. Go to that workshop or that hobby class that you've wanted to do. I went to another mug glazing class and I made this gorgeous bow mug, which I think is the prettiest thing ever, and it was so much fun just indulging and learning something new. This is like a what I'm excited to list. Like, what are you excited for in the next 6 months, or even in Q3? What is gonna make you so happy and make you feel so bubbly about? It can be a movie night, a weekend with your friends, going on a little staycation or a short trip. Don't forget to plan solo dates. Plan a date by yourself. You don't need to wait on other people to do it. You can intentionally have a day where you go to a cafe, maybe you go to a new bookstore and buy a new book, you get your fresh flowers, maybe it's where you get like a massage or mani-pedi, something like that. You guys know I'm an advocate for hobbies, so I will mention again to go to a new hobby or a cooking class or a workshop or something like that where you get to learn something new. Don't forget to refresh your creative energy. Start a small project. I've been growing my garden quite literally, slowly but surely. I currently have basil and rosemary and a few cat grasses for my cats, and have been really looking forward to every day looking at my garden, watering it with my watering can, transferring new plants to new pots, and even going into my garden and cutting my rosemary for my baked potatoes or my basil for my pasta. It literally lights me up, and that is the vibe that we're basically going for. Doing the things that light you up and that inspires you, because this is what is going to keep you going. This is what is going to make you excited. This is what is going to make you look forward to things. Remember that a reset does not mean reinventing yourself, but if you want ideas on how to reinvent yourself, I got a video for you. You already know I was gonna say that. A reset is about small supportive shifts that bring you back to yourself. I would love to know, of these 6 things that I mentioned, which area are you gonna reset first? Which area are you going to get ready for quarter 3 with first? Let me know in the comments, as well as any ways that you might be resetting and planning and prepping for quarter 3. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up because it really means so much to me and it lets me know that you're enjoying this type of content. Don't forget to also subscribe so you won't miss anything fun that I have planned coming your way. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.